Really wants you to
They're
keep
begging for it. Yeah.
They're begging for it.
Da, adică asta e cam toată și ăsta, dar uite să vezi aici. Mai sunt niște căcaturi.
Can help you find treasures around. Then we have a group that are kind of game mode ones. So you can create a life support capsule, which, you know, in most levels, it just gives you some refreshing oxygen in case you just wanted to breathe a little bit of air. But if you're using it in survival, it actually can give you back some oxygen. You can create a power cell for excavation, which we'll talk a bit more about later.
O las așa,
You can create a fake defense tower, defense targets. So that this one works in every level, so basically it kind of deceives enemies into attacking you. So you can use it essentially to distract enemies. And then the one that got overridden, well, I guess when are we talking about how we were overrun?
No, we need to do that very soon. Like, get through the kit and then we need to,
So you're probably wondering, what is that? I haven't seen that in the game. We'll explain that later, but this creates a key that you can use in
disruption.
Asta e o cheie pe care o iei și îți dă speed up la pula mea. Gen, ai la un moment dat în asta faci și la survival să fie mai țin. Uite aici poți să faci ce vrei.
So you wonder why this
de
comes
pula
from
mea.
Kevin.
Gen, aici poți să-ți faci tu pe layere, pe corpul. Da. Toată faza e următoarea. Eu m-am uitat la asta deja la Dream, știu ce pula mea se întâmplă și aici mă uitam la ce pula mea vor să fac în continuare cu asta. Și vreau să zic că au zis ei, îți dai seama cu ei, mi-ai dat libera creație să poți să desenezi numai pule. Numai pule o să desenez, da?
Și doar tu o să le vezi.
Ascultă, nu e chiar așa, pe consolă doar tu le vezi, pe PC le vezi și ceilalți. Oricum ăștia văd toate desenele. Dacă desenezi swastika sau desenezi gaturi rasiste, răudători și așa mai departe, o să-ți iei bani. Dar dacă desenezi pulă, a zis și ăsta, ci că desenează toate pulile care vreți, uite.
Guys, we're all adults here, okay?
How much of a headache was it
to rated R game?
Yeah, to balance the hazards that you're able to spawn in, like the exploding barrels and all that, because are they scaling off enemy health, is it?
Yeah.
On a dev show or the dev stream, but you know, we have obviously not to this extent, but when people get to name their own weapons, obviously we see where some people take that and players report it and players let us know. We see it. I see it on prime time all the time. I'm like, oh, that's not a weapon name I want to see. So yeah, it's very much, those are the same kind of guidelines that we hope the community adheres to and, you know, reports them, and we have, you know, our own system in the back end to be able to see everyone's creations. We can see everything you make, so don't think that you can be sneaky about it. We'll find it. But yeah, go ahead and draw your penis, whatever. Like, cool. Not yours, but you know.
Nu care a zis că, bă, nu e chiar ceva rău dacă desenezi penis. E mai rău dacă desenezi alte căcaturi. Cum ar fi swastika și alte căcaturi.
And they're just the
Nazism, steaua aia.
fake ones. But we do avoid that now.
Is uploadability still our subsumed? Because it said that that's what it was at the time, but that could still change, maybe to her first.
Literally, we've been going back and forth on this so much. The struggle with the third is the way that the FG or the self-portrait that you create is made. We couldn't make it use your current Warframe. I don't know if you saw, but I posted also on Twitter. Also something that Megan will say I shouldn't have tweeted. An image of how it looks with a different. It basically just totally deforms the character because of some cloth setups that we have. Because Foley has so much cloth that it just has special stuff. So because of that, when the last minute,
He'll tweet it. He'll tweet it out. Don't worry.
He tweeted it last.
Over the first one for the subsume, that just kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Yeah.
So because of that, I was very stubborn that I kind of didn't love that. But you know, we're very back and forth. There's a lot of designers working on it. Do prefer the third one over the first one for the subsume. So you know, I reserve the right to change my mind until the last day.
Last minute,
Yeah, I was
yeah.
gonna
He'll tweet it. He'll tweet it out. Don't worry.
You tweet out last minute, yeah. So that means that people aren't necessarily
We
going
were
to have.
chatting about that yesterday. So unfortunately, if we do keep it the 3, it's always going to create a folly no matter what character you're using, which is unfortunate. And also, that means that folly has to be in memory at all times. So that means also, you know, more RAM and stuff. So, you know, I'm not like, do I want that? I don't know.
I think you will only see.
S-ar putea să fie a 4-a abilitate sub zoom. Oh, crazy! Așa, vorbește de DEIMOS.
So there's questions about kit guns and Zaws and whether they're going to see more, I guess, introductions of anything like that in the future, maybe flavored ones or different ones. But again, that's something that would be a dev stream, right?
Necrame.
What about Necromex? Are we expecting more Necromex in the future as well? Or?
Nu văd
The first thing is, like, first of all, that does happen, right? Like that, just let's be clear that does happen. Even like if you look at the very, what do you mean? They had 6 minutes. They had 4. Or like you have to put in.
Da. Berbe un pic. M-am întors!
Ok.
My god. Fucking hell.
Signatures detected. We've got infested incoming.
Astăzi avem ce de făcut. Păi avem nici nu știu
Stai
ce.
că eu sunt la boss, mai.
La ce?
La ăla cu 3 capete.
Stay
La
focused.
descendia?
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Dacă nu am făcut cu... Cu Ionel?
Nice work taking down the VIP. Now get to extraction.
Am venit să fac.
Hai să facem asta. Mai întâi vezi dacă ai asta. Gen, dăm partajare și vezi dacă ai.
Mai prost. Mă duc la Axville. Mă duc așa mai lejer, mai o iau până stânga, până dreapta, să văd dacă este ceva frumos.
Zic că e asta... Hell Scrap. Duet chance de 75. Da, sigur o să apară.
Target down. Assassination
Bonus și
contract
3.
complete.
Mă rog,
Great work,
înțeleg.
Nino.